with the help of the higher self, we're going to do some quantum traveling. And so now, put your hand out and begin to open the door, placing your hand on the handle, opening the door and stepping through the threshold and closing the door behind you. And just feeling or seeing very deeply into the scene before you. When you are ready, I want you to explain to me what you see, sense, or feel.
Kind of like in a evergreen forest.
Beautiful. So I want you to look down at your feet and tell me what you are wearing on your feet.
Brown pointed shoes, winkle pickers, but they're not uncomfortable at all.
Lovely. And are you holding anything in your hands?
I have some brown leather gauntlets on my hands.
Do you get a sense that you are male or female?
Not quite sure how the body is feeling. Like I feel like, I'm, well, not both, but like okay. It feels like I'm female, but I wasn't quite sure. I wasn't quite sure because you see, we're quite androgynous in this place.
Yes.
It does not matter to us what we are.
Yes.
Hmm.
And so what are you doing in this place? What is happening around you?
I'm looking around at the spirits of the forest. I can see all of the spirits of the trees as they float around. And then there's the noises that they make as well. And I feel like I have some sort of like a bow and arrow as well.
Yes.
Mm.
Do you get a sense of what time frame you're in?
Mm. This is not on Earth.
So do you know where you are? What realm?
I look at my face. I have big eyes. I have long silvery hair. And my eyes are very green.
Yes.
And my ears are pointy.
Yes.
Mm. And I have some ornaments in my hair.
So, do you feel that you may be Lyran in origin?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Wonderful.
Mm.
And so, if there's nothing else in this scene that we need to see, I want you to take your awareness just going forward in time. Just imagine you are traveling in a time tunnel and just allowing yourself to stop at another point in time in this life that we need to see today. So, just
Mm.
with the help of the higher self, allow this to happen and let me know when you arrive at the next point in this life.
Mm. Looks like there's a baby that is born. I think that it's me. This baby is me.
Yes,
And there's my parents. And I'm in the room and I'm going to come into the body.
so is this body being born into the earth realm, or are you still being born in
This is
another?
me as a Lyran being. This is the start of this life.
Yes,
When I was a little girl, and they're holding me up for my parents to get a good look at me.
yes,
It's, it's like a little wooden room. There's lots of love here.
wonderful. And so the scene that we just left before when you were in the forest, was that you before you came in to this life as this little baby, or were you looking at that life further down the track?
I was looking further down the track.
Yes, yes,
Mm. To start from the beginning.
yes. And so this little baby that's in this room with her parents, is there anything else that she wants to express at this point in time? Anything that she can see, sense, or feel that we need to know about today?
Mm. There's a lot of love here.
Yes, that's wonderful.
With my dad and my mom.
Yes. Just allow your heart to open and receive that love. Just let that love flow through your body.
I'm just very happy to be alive.
Yes. And so, if there's nothing else that we need from this scene, just allow yourself to travel through the tunnel.
My dad and my mom, they look very similar. They're just like these beings with long hair and pointed ears, and
Yes,
it's just there was a lot of people in the room too that came in after to say hello to me.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Is there anything else that we need to know about this scene?
mm, mm. Not really. I just see everyone's faces and they're very happy and communicating with me telepathically.
Yes,
We live kind of in the forest.
wonderful. And so now just begin to close that scene and start traveling again down the time tunnel with the help of the higher self. And just allow yourself to exit out and opening another scene that we need to know about today.
There's there's a boy. There's a boy and he has this long hair as well. I feel like, maybe I'm like in a teenager or my early 20s. His name is Tomness.
Yes.
He's saying that I have something for you.
So, this boy Thomas, what does he want to say to us today? What does he have for us today?
It's like a special shot of some sort of a crystal that he found in the caves here somewhere. He said that he found something in there. And this little shard of crystal told him that he should give this to me. Looks like a opalescent sort of a shard.
Yes.
It's like a lot of calmness puts it into my hands, and then there's this, it forms like a little, can form like a little ball of light with it, with the crystal in the middle, spinning this little crystal in this ball of light. Oh wow, that's quite interesting. Thomas is laughing at me. Or he's laughing, at what we've discovered, like that I can do something with this crystal thing that he found in the cave here. And he's asking me if he can have it now, if he can try the same thing, but he can't do the thing with the crystal that I can do.
So,
It's
what
like
can you do with the crystal?
I can do this thing where I sort of spin it and make it into this like sort of toroidal field ball. And it's like a little, a little circular tornado with the crystal in the middle of my hand. And Tomness is saying, "Oh, I can't do that. This definitely must be for you. This is definitely special. I can see why, it told me to give it to you, so you can do something with this little crystal ball, this little crystal shard. Oh, it's quite interesting. I don't know what it's for though. I don't know what it's for. Tomness doesn't know what it's for. Just don't know what it's for. I'll just put it in my leather pocket.
Yes.
I have this little harness on myself with like a belt buckle thing pocket. I'll just put it in my special pocket.
Yes.
I don't know what this is for. He doesn't know what it's for, but it's pretty neat. Maybe I'll find out later.
Yes. Wonderful.
Mm.
So, if you're ready, begin to close out this scene as we travel again down the time tunnel with the help of the higher self, stopping and opening another scene that we are meant to see here today.
Mm. It's my mom and dad. I think they're going on a journey of some kind. They, I'm older now, so they want to, they want to journey and see the other towns. And they're okay with leaving me behind in the town. Tomness is here, and the other people from the village are here. So they're okay with doing that.
Yes.
I don't know if I'll ever see them again, though. I got this feeling.
Yes.
I don't know if I'll see them again.
Yes. Just allow yourself to express that, but then let that feeling go. Just express that emotion that you're feeling.
So I
And
say my goodbyes because I just get this feeling that they're not coming back.
yes.
I don't know. I'm gonna be on my own, but I have the other people in the village. But yeah, I guess I'm quite old, like older now, maybe.
Yes.
I don't know. We live a while. I still, feel like I still feel like I'm in my 20s, but obviously I'm not. But
Yes.
I didn't. It's fine. I'll let them go.
Yes.
They're not coming back though.
Yes.
The forest spirits told me. They told me that something's gonna happen. So I go out into the forest and they they float around and they tell me things. Tell me lots of different things. I just, I go out and I listen to them. I listen to the spirits. It's told me that something is coming that would change everything. I don't want it to happen, but I told my parents I'm seeing. I told them before going, I'm like, I don't want you guys to leave. They're like,
Yes.
well, we feel it's calling to go now. We feel like we must travel onwards towards the mountains to meet up with thinking the extended family to just, be with them. This
Yes.
other part of my family that came from the mountains before they came to this place. So they're going to see that. It's
Yes.
all it's all happening. This is quite a smaller village. There's me and there's Tomness and there's some other people. It's just gonna leave me here. I know they're not coming back.
Yes.
Mm,
And so just know that no soul is lost, and that even if you don't see them in that lifetime again, you are always connected to your parents, and that you can see them when you all return to spirit.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Everything is gonna change.
Yes.
But I'm in this small place. It's kind of away from everything. Maybe I'll be safe in this place.
Yes.
Not
So,
quite sure.
so let's close this scene out and go forward in time with the help of the higher self. Just going back through the time tunnel and then popping out to another place in this life that we need to see today.
In the forest again. I'm talking to the little fairies in the forest. There's fairies here. Lots of fairies. Just, it's been some months since they went. Just decided to come into the forest to learn again.
Yes.
And just playing with these fairies. They're like, they turn their head around and they're like, don't you want to go back now? I'm like, what? Don't you want to go back? Didn't you want to go back to the village? And I'm like, well, I'm having a nice time here. Why would I go back to the village? Well, I think there's something happening at the village. Tell me. I can feel something happening at the village. And I'm like, oh. Okay. So I walk out. It takes me some time. I'm quite deep in the forest. I walk out of the forest and I'm not sure what I'm seeing when I come out to the village. There's some there's some other people from the village. It's a very small village, maybe like, about 20 people in the village. It's very tiny.
Yes.
They're all pointing and looking. They were like, oh, there's this light. Something's There's a light in the sky. Something's happening over there towards the mountains. There's some flashing lights towards there. We saw something like a big light go into there. They don't think they quite caught it, like what it looked like, but oh, they don't. People are being affected by the energy of whatever's come into the mountains across the other side. Oh, my parents went to there, and
Yeah.
people in our town are looking at over where this light came from in the mountains, and some people are feeling this disturbing energy, and some of them are throwing up. It's
Yes.
like what could have happened there? I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yes. Just let that emotion flow out of you. Just let it come up and then flow out and release it.
I knew something happened.
Yes.
Something with that light. No, everyone just feels so sick from this horrible energy. Just throwing up from anxiety because of the energy that's come out from whatever happened.
Yes.
I just know that they're dead.
Yes. Just allow that emotion to come out.
I feel like throwing up too. Not
Yes.
not in this body, but in that body I throw up.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the energy wave that just hits us.
Yes.
This just things don't happen in this place like that.
Yes.
Horrible things don't happen in this place. I'm not used to it. I'm not
Yes.
used to it.
It would have been a shock.
Yeah. I don't wanna find calmness. He's here. It's like I know. I know what happened. And I felt it too. Calmness is just comforting me.
That's wonderful.
We just like huddled together in my house.
Yes.
Calmness and I. It's just, but I can smell my parents.
Just let that emotion out. Just feel it and then let it go.
You have a strong sense of smell.
Yes.
And I'm scared as well.
Yes.
Just I'm just hugging calmness. Starting to talk about some things, where we might go. It's like, there's the cave that I found the crystal in. You want to go to the cave? Maybe they don't know about the cave. I think we'll be safe in the cave. I'm like, what about everyone else? We're not sure what to do. Not really sure what to do with everyone else. Mm, maybe there's some that want to come to the cave, but we're just talking with them. We found this crystal cave. We can be safe in the cave. We can be safe in the cave. Telling everyone we can be safe in the cave.
Yes.
Like, they were like, well, let's go to the forest. And I had the feeling of going to the forest too. I could be safe in the forest again. I'm safe back in the forest.
Yes.
But, mm, to do. They want to go to the forest. The rest of the village wants to go to the forest. I want to go with calmness into the cave. I don't. I'm just deciding whether I want to go with the cave or the forest. I decide. I decide I want to go with him. So the rest of everyone else goes into the forest, but there's a girl that wants to go with us into the cave, so we go into the cave. It's about 3 people, and we go into the cave. The rest of them go into the forest. And I don't know how long we're in the cave for. It's a it's a little wet in the cave, but it's nice. Mm. Thomas is telling me that I can use this crystal that we found in the cave. I'm like, all right then. He's like, holding the little girl on his back. And, I use this power that's, I guess, the spinny crystal that lights up, and we can go kind of deeper into the cave. Can do this thing with this crystal and light them up. And there's more of these crystals here. I can do the same thing and light them up so we can see our way through the cave. Can discovered this ability that I seem to have had. It's quite surprising to me, this ability, and I can light up all of the little crystals with light in the cave. So we go in there. Mm. And there's like all of these lights, and we've almost forgotten the time, and we're playing in there for a long while. And we I'm seeing that we fall asleep in the cave to to exit our bodies and see if it's safe, if it's safe outside of the cave. Me and Tomness and the little girl,
Yes.
we're floating outside of the cave now, floating outside to check what's going on. Oh no. We float up to where the mountains were and what happened, and we see that there was a spaceship that came down here and oh gosh, I'm not really feeling any emotion seeing this though because we're in our astral bodies, kind of detached from it.
Yes.
And we've seen that these reptilian beings have just slaughtered and, like taken our people, the little village that was in the mountains. And I'm never gonna see my parents again. I'm kind of detached from it at the moment. But the village has been burnt. There's been, some that have been like killed in the village and others that have been taken as slaves. So we see what's going on. And these ones with their parked ship, they're kind of coming through the mountain range towards the forest that the others are in.
Yes.
And we warned them. I don't think we should go into the forest. We warned them.
Yes.
And we can see from our astral bodies as the reptilians are coming into the forest. And we're looking at each other in our astral bodies. What can we do? There's, how can we tell them? It just feels so hopeless. Like, how do we figure this out? How do we figure this out? I don't know how we figure it out. And we're just sort of almost paralyzed with fear in our astral bodies, just watching them making their way towards the forest. Harmless is telling me, I don't care what you want to do. I want to go and warn them. They shouldn't be in the forest. They're going to
Yes.
get hurt. Something's going to happen to them if they're in the forest. So Tomness, he goes down in his astral body and he breaks like a branch. He makes a big branch fall from the tree and it draws attention to us in our astral bodies. And we're telling them they can see us. They can see us in our astral bodies.
Yes.
And they're starting to panic. And we're telling them there's some people, there's some reptilians coming for you. There's some reptile beings. They're coming, they've killed the others. That's what we could feel before. And they're like, they've seen our astral bodies, they've seen I guess, our spirit forms, and then they're panicking and they're like, well, are you dead or alive? And we're like, oh, we're still alive. We're in the cave. We have to tell you this. There's some safety in the cave. And they're panicking, and then one of them is vomiting again. This is really not fair on us. We're just very innocent. And
Yes.
and so they start to run out of the forest. And then Tomness and I and the little girl that were like, you have to follow us to the cave. So they're following our astral bodies to the cave. I feel like the forest is very large and they're running as quick as they can. But I don't know if they're just running.
Yes.
They're running very, very fast. And we're showing them the way. It just all feels so strange because it's in the astral body.
Yes.
Not really do that much to help them. But they're running through the forest. And we can see them, we're like, run, 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 because we can notice that they're coming closer. I'm like, don't make, we're telling them to try not to make any noise. Try not to make too much noise. But I feel like too much noise has already been made. And we tell them to run quicker and quicker. They don't know where the forest is so large. The cave is around the other side. It's completely around the other side. I feel like the cave is in between like a gap in the trees. They've found them. They've found them. Um, just attacking. They're just attacking them. They're just running through the forest and then they're just attacking them.
Yes.
They're hacking them up into pieces. It feels very. And our we can see this from our astral bodies, so we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. Just, they're trying to like get into this sort of part of the forest that they can go into the cave, but I feel like only a few made it into the crack, into the
Yes.
gap. And then they tried to fill up the hole with rocks. It was like a little bit of a precarious sort of crack. I'm just seeing like a bit of like these two big rocks. And this is how you get to the cave. Climb in through the rocks. I've just we're very, very deep in the cave. And we're just watching this from the outside perspective. And it's like hard to tell when to go back to the body because I don't know if we're like stuck in here. Like, if like we've gone into the cave and there's like no way out. And we realize that there's this predicament that they could come into the cave and they're like climbing in towards the rocks, trying to follow the villagers that are escaping into the rocks,
Yes.
climb in through these. And one of the villagers has smashed down a rock on a reptilian and severed his head. I think the other villagers can sort of see from this angle there. They've come into the cave and they're trying their best to push all of these rocks down. I know it's sealing us in the cave, but maybe there's like a way out or something. And they're pushing down these rocks, and it's just like, maybe that there's some protection here from that.
Yes.
Big rocks falling down and then like trapping them in there. There's like maybe like a handful, like about 5 or something that are left, and they come into the cave, and there's all of these glowing crystals. But there's we can see in our astral bodies, and we're guiding them. And there's still these reptilian beings, and they're like, growling and trying to smash through these rocks. I feel like, there was just some divine intervention with those big rocks falling on them and crashing. And I hope that there's no other entries into the cave. Maybe we can be safe in here for a while. So they've got into here, and we're guiding them towards our bodies. We're guiding these villagers towards our bodies.
Yes.
And come back into our bodies, and we're just crying that these villagers that are left. So there's like maybe like only a few of us now, like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just 8 of us.
Yes.
And so we're just huddled together in the cave.
And so, if there's nothing more in this scene that we need to know, just allow yourself to close out this scene. And I want you, with the help of the higher self, take yourself to the last day of your life in this particular lifetime. So traveling down the time tunnel and going all the way to the last day of your life. Let me know when you are there.
The body's really weak. They didn't come back for us, the reptilians.
Yes.
We were just trapped in the cave. And I feel like calmness is already past. His body is decomposed a bit. I was holding on for some reason. I should have just left the body, but I was talking to the spirits in the cave for so long. All the spirits, and I just couldn't get up. I couldn't move my body. It just felt paralyzed. I was just so weak and skinny. I couldn't actually move the body. It's still like I just got sat down one day and I couldn't get up. I haven't had any sustenance. Haven't had any food. There's some water in the cave, but that's about it.
Yes.
I don't know what food is in here. It's just rocks and crystals. And the crystals are my friends and the spirits. I didn't want to eat my friends' bodies or anything like that. I didn't want to do it.
Yes.
Mm, mm. I was just sitting here for such a while, looking at my friends. They've passed on and they're telling me, you have to go now. You want to come out of the body? Don't you want to be free? Yeah, yeah,
Yes. Just allow those feelings to come up and let them flow up and out of you.
yeah, I want to be free.
Yes. So just begin to let go.
But there's a little girl here and she's still holding on. I don't
Yes.
want to. I just leave her. The other ones have died already, but it's just me and the little girl now.
Yes.
I just, I'm only holding on for her, really.
Yes.
I loved Tomness. We couldn't have a family together because that was stolen from us. Maybe the little girl became like our family.
Yes.
This wasn't our little girl, but it was a little girl. And we became quite close. Me and him and the little girl and the other villagers. We were like a family. I let the little girl go, but he's telling me that I'm too weak. I need to let her go. I don't want to let her go.
Yes.
He's just a child still. Should be left all alone. Why she survived for this long? I know why. Maybe she thought there was some hope left. I'm trying to tell her telepathically, I'm gonna leave the body. You have to leave the body soon.
Yes.
It's like, no, I don't want you to leave. I'm just gonna leave the body now. It's
Yes.
my choice.
Yes.
And I tell her, like, I'll come back for you, but you need to leave. There's no exits in this cave. It's all sealed up. It's all sealed up. There's no village out there.
Yes.
There's no nothing out there anymore. There's no nothing. Starts to cry. And I'm out of my body. And I'm telling her to leave now too. I think she's gonna make the decision to leave. Yeah,
Yes.
that's it. Come out of your body. She understands it's futile. So we're all going now. And Tomness is here. All of the other villagers. We've left our bodies. They're dead now.
Yes.
Gonna go into the light.
Wonderful. So allow yourself to go into the light and be bathed in the beautiful white light of Source. And this white light flushes away all the fear, the anguish, all the anxiety, the pain, all the grief, all the terror and the horror of what you had seen. Letting it all go. Letting it all
There's
go.
there's angels here that come to meet us, and they're just helping
Beautiful.
helping all of the Lyran beings to come out of their bodies at this time.
Beautiful.
You can see there's some of them from the other sides of the planet that we're on. It's just helping us. Just like, come into here. They're going to put us in some healing chambers.
Beautiful.
Me and the little girl and Tomness and the villagers. We're just all being put into some healing chambers.
Wonderful. And can we ask the angels to clear and cleanse the cave, the forests, mountains, and villages that were affected by the reptilians?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
doing that. They're sending down some helpers.
beautiful.
Mm-mm.
Wonderful. And so all the fractures have been filled in around the chakras and the auric field. We've put,
Yes,
yes,
yes. The toroidal field is much happier, and
great,
the AI skeleton has been removed, which is great.
wonderful. Thank you for that. Okay, so I would like to thank you so much for helping today. And I'm asking that if over the next 3 nights while she sleeps, that you can continue with the healing process as she has had
Mm,
a lot of work done today. And if
of
there's,
course.
thank you. So if there's nothing else that you would like to say today, I'm asking you now to recede back to the time, space, frequency, and dimension in which you belong.
No, I do not need to say any more.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming through. So finally, I'm again asking that every being that we've encountered in the past lives to recede back to where they belong with much love, and thank them for coming through today to provide this one with more information. I've asked the higher self to recede back to where they belong with much love and much thanks for all the help and healing that they have given this one today.